Hello, everyone. I actually enjoyed week five's readings. Um, in Polkinghorne's article, the question is, what is human science and what are its implications? He says that society is a living body, and also goes on to say that human science is the study of underlying systems and behaviors and events. Um, we can't just study, when we go to study people, just them, or the psychology of them, or just them and um, an isolated event, but we have to take the context of not only their culture, but the people around them and things that they've been through, and to truly get a good snapshot of what's going on at that time. You have to take it holistically, not just that isolated event or just the personal character, but everything around them. And that is, I think, what Polkinghorne is saying that human science is it's not just studying the person, but everything around them, and taking that in to consideration when studying. In the Prelatinsky article, how do you see yourself getting into critical research role? Um, it, I've been able to be involved in several different research, I guess, ventures to start social movements, one being a survey that was conducted in a jail to advocate for more treatment to those incarcerated, and also another one that I'm involved in at work that's a pilot program for social services called START, which is Sobriety Treatment and Recovery Team, and getting the research and data collection to go to legislators and advocate for our program, advocate for changing the business model of really all social services in Kentucky. So I have been involved in some critical research, and not a professional by any means with it, but I have had the opportunity to get involved in that. Um, how do non-living and living systems uh, fit into the social system together? Um, I mean, we have language, we have religion, we have so many different facets of life within our social system that makes us who we are. And again, just like the um, first question, it has to be holistic. It's everything around us that makes us who we are, um, not just one thing or just what we do at work or what we do at home, but everything together that defines us and makes up our social systems. What are the challenges and limitations of critical research and how do they apply to SRSC? Um, well, until recently, it really wasn't well received, even as a science or valid type of research. It was more looked at as, um, observations more than it was an experiment or a thing that could be repeated over and over uh, to test it. So it wasn't, you know, that viable to some people. But, it's absolutely imperative to the SRSC program because to spark change, just like Prelatinsky said, that it can be a change agent, and there are several things that it can do, which is um, there's a term in our field of work that they say that evidence-based practices are the best, and what that is it's critical research. It's people who have done these programs like START for substance abuse, for homelessness, for many and sundry different things, and put this data down in context of defining the situations, defining the people that are in it, specifically noting what individuals did as professionals in their case. In ours, it's substance abuse, so how many positive drug screens, how many negative drug screens, how many groups they attended, and compiling this data set and actually comparing it to normal social services and building the argument that and actually START does for every dollar spent, we save the state of Kentucky $3 for out-of-home care, foster home care, and things of such. So it's building those data sets to prove that these social contexts and these ways of doing business need to be changed. And more than that, people respond to it and situations respond to it when they do change. And it gives the ability to take the research and take the change that you're trying to spark and be able to put it on paper and explain it in an elevator speech, um, why it's viable, why it works, and why they need to buy into it. And that's what we've done with START to explain it to our legislators and to show its value in uniting families back together who have struggled from drug addiction. Thanks for listening.